any people you hate people. I know how to deal with people. I just don't want to lie to people. I say some stuff that come off that might be harsh sometimes to people. People might feel like it's offensive, but let's just be honest. Nobody ever offended us before. That's why we keep doing the things we're doing. The problem is now we go to church and everybody want to feel good, and then when you find at the end you're going to hell, how good was the information that you got? You would rather somebody had stepped up and told you the truth rather than let you die and go to hell. That hurt your feelings. It don't feel good to find out you wrong or find out something you doing is dumb and ignorant. I mean, a lot of stuff I've done, it don't feel good. But then the truth of the matter is it allow you to consider, say, guess what? I ain't got to keep doing dumb, stupid stuff. I've done that before. I've been everything but a child of God before. I've been everybody fool, flunking, entertain people, ran with the wrong. I've done all of that stuff. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, had the Lord let my life left my body, no doubt they'd have sat around the casket, they'd have thrown a big shing-ding, they'd have told lies. You know, just as a old friend of mine, Jerry Luger, they'll probably bury him next week. You know, I had an opportunity to talk with him a little bit before he died, and it was in my heart to get there to see him. I told him I loved him. He was saying, you really been on my mind. Try to come see me. Not knowing he would be out of here before I would get a chance to go and see him. And, you know, the thing I look at as far as a good man that he was, but, you know, you look at it, it takes more than just being, if we say, a good person. You know, saying I love the Lord, I believe in holiness. A lot of people making these statements, but a lot of people not consistent in their lifestyle. And no doubt people going to gather around, they'll see the casket, they're going to send flowers, and people going to have remarks, and people going to say things. But let's just be truthful. You're not getting in God's kingdom. If you're not obeying God's word, living according to his law, statute, commandment, rightly divided, fearing, believing in his son according to the righteousness of faith, you're not going to be saved. And people don't want to hear it, no doubt. And they had me an opportunity chance to say something. I know people probably start throwing chairs and everything else, but they'll be all right. I'm used to people throwing stuff. I'm used to people booing me. That don't change a thing. It don't change a thing. I've been to funerals, and I had to mediate one, and I didn't know how the young man had died. And I was sitting there, and the pastor of the church who you told me, he said, you know how he died? I said, no. I said, he was selling dope. I was selling dope. So yeah, he messed up the boy's money. And the boy came to his house, and his sister opened the door. When she opened the door, he looked in and seen the boy shot him and killed him. And his friends and them came to friend. I sat here, and I said, boy. And these people packed in here, big slurpy drinks in their hand, gold on, and jackets, marijuana smelling all through the church. I was livid. One of them guys told him, he ain't had to do that to my nigga. My nigga, I would have paid that bill for my nigga. He ain't had to do all that. But I know my nigga up there playing them hoes because he was like that. I got up and lost it. One lady told me if I didn't shut up, she was going to get up there and she was going to do something. I ain't pay that hypocrite no attention because she wasn't going to do nothing but running her mouth. I cut down through that so bad. Mama was looking bad. Everybody was looking bad. But some of them folks stood up and probably told them the truth. Man, ain't getting God. I tell you, for you lost your darn mind. Playing some hoes in heaven. But you know what? Other preachers sat back and looked and just said, let it go on. This is the kind of mentality why people not doing no better. Because everybody worried about offending somebody or getting hit. Who's going to tell these people the truth? I've been to many funerals, and some of you been to them with me, and I'm always going to shake up some. I don't get them kind of funerals where folk get to crying and falling out, roll on no ground. Because I'm not in prayer. I know how to stop that junk. Pick you up and put you in and pull that top down. I guarantee you get your senses back together. You ain't crazy they playing. I wish you would pull that jump in the whole junk with me. I'm like that fella on Come to America. That falling down the step junk don't move me. The red do. You ain't putting that jump. I'm going to push you behind that hole and I start throwing that dirt. You'll get your behind out of there. That junk jumping that $900 weave, I guarantee you coming up out that hole. I'm like, no, nigga, you said put you in there. Teach you going to quit playing around with that stuff. You ain't ready to go. A lot of people, the only reason they want to keep a lot of time people around because they fear that's my paycheck. Or that's my support, or that's somebody that did something for me. You better look at the man that do something that did the most for you. That's the Lord Jesus. He died for your soul. And people not obligated to do nothing for him. And that's the sad part. Why don't you feel obligated? I thank the Lord that he kept this church as long as he have, and I hadn't had to bury anybody for a while. But I know how long we're going to keep that record. How long before one of you wind up checking out of here, if not several of you? Don't you sit here and you play around and be you, because I ain't going to tell no lies for your family now. I hope you already let your family know what kind of man I am. You let them know now I ain't coming nowhere with no dead body, but they set up and let me come. and tell them they bring all the tears and tissue they got, and let's see how much of it they use. And let's see how much of it moved me when I come down through the middle on them. I'm going to swing at your aunt, your uncle, your grandmama, your cousin in the wheelchair that's smuggling dope in the wheel. Ain't none of that stuff going to move me. I'm swinging at everybody. I'm going to try to get somebody to feel God. I'm going to let them know you gone. Ain't nothing else we can say about you, but I can get the living. Tell them somebody, hopefully somebody going to turn their life around before it's everlasting too late. I don't want to sit no place with no whole bunch of flowers, like no funeral parlor. I don't want to smell that junk, no formaldehyde or nothing else. I just want room to come down the middle, straight, no chaser. Everybody get the same thing. Isn't that right? I'm sick. I don't watch people parade through churches and run and shout, praising God. They gone to heaven. All the ignorance we had, ain't nobody ever died and gone to heaven. Nobody but the Son of Man, he said, which is in heaven. Now, when did your mama and your grandmama and your dad and your uncle get down? You telling me that's who your dad and your mama and your uncle was, Jesus? Because otherwise, wherever your dead relative at, they in the grave. And they don't know nothing. I don't talk to no dead. I don't have no little talk with my daddy, because my daddy, physically, the carnal father I had is dead. And he couldn't hear me anyway. That would make no sense. This would be borderline trying to be a medium or trying to seek the dead. Would make no sense. I seek the living. I talk to my heavenly Father. Everybody you love and everybody you know going to die and going to leave him. Where will you be when you leave? Every one of us in here, you got to make preparation today. You can't keep sitting around that place playing, because eventually you're going to die and leave him. Although there are a lot of things outside in society that occupy your time and hold you up and entertain you when it's all over. You ever watched a really good movie? Anybody ever watched a really good movie? You know what happened eventually? You ever been on a vacation, a really nice vacation, a lot of fun before? You know what happened eventually? Every good song you really love and you like to hear, eventually it's going to go off. Because he's letting you know everything's got a time. Time is a factor. They let you know, guess what? It's going to be an end to you too. Your days are numbered. Your steps are getting shorter. Your eyes are getting dimmer. Your hair getting gray. Oh, it's coming out. Your teeth are falling out of your mouth. He letting you know. You do know you're falling apart. You coming apart at the seam. And we said, Maya, your thread coming out. It's just a matter of time. Your thread coming out. Your whole life becoming unraveled. And when it finally unravels and you go right back to dust, because that's what you are, then what you going to look for? I just stopped by to just let you know that and consider it. Everybody else you dealt with or played with you and told you lies and told you you're all right. You're not all right. If you're not saved, you're not all right. You're still in the danger zone. You're outside the ark of safety. That's why it's got to be an urgent cry to try to persuade you to realize. And Paul said, therefore, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. He didn't tell you about therefore knowing the goodness of the Lord, because that don't make people do anything. The goodness of the Lord, the way that people view it, is why people still smoke, still drink, still lie, still shack up, still commit adultery, because they feel like the goodness of the Lord covers all of that. Why they still transgress the Sabbath, why they still cross-dress, why they still cutting and dyeing their hair, because they feel like the goodness of the Lord covered that. Paul said, therefore, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. I'm telling you, this man coming back here with unquenchable fire. Moses said the man is coming back with a fiery law. He going to burn this place up with the words of his mouth. All those that have not obeyed the word, burn. And you will immediately strike fire. This earth going to be consumed with her increase. Don't let these people make no fool out of you, baby. You're going to die and you're going straight to hell. Nobody ever told you that before, have they? They told you you're a good person, and they can't see God sending you to hell. And you know why they told you that? Because they themselves going to meet you in hell as well. And they don't want to come to grips to tell you the truth, because reality is they live more sloppier than you do, and they know they're going to hell. So they can convince you all right, and you can convince them they're all right. Somehow, somewhere in your mind, y'all escape hell. But you won't escape it in your flesh, because he's going to burn you up. We can't afford to be lied to anymore. We've been given so much fictitious paperwork the whole time since we've been here, before they brought us here. Every letter he ever wrote, every book this man ever written, every constitution amendment he ever set up have come up to be nothing but a lie. The Indians tried to tell us years ago He speak with funky tongue. He'll say one thing and do another. He'll pretend to be one way and go another. The only one you can trust is the Most High God. November the 8th is not our resolution. Hopefully Obama get another 4 years. He's done part of what his name is. He's bombed. Mitt Romney ain't no better. Nobody these people got gonna bring us any resolve. The Most High God have determined one way for Israel, and it's for the whole world that's gonna be saved. He said, look unto me, all ye ends of the earth, and be ye saved. All these black people don't realize that civil rights march was nothing but a distraction and an illusion. He never intended for no civil rights march to bring us out. Look at the reputation of average of those people sitting now. Jesse Jackson now, in court now for homosexuality, having sex with his aide. Dr. King, cigarette smoker, liquor drinker, adulterer. Hosea Williams, drunk. Abernathy, stutter. That's a fault in itself. The average he got John Lewis, nothing but a doing gorilla-faced liar. The man came and told us lies that if we didn't elect Roy Bond, that the Republican was going to burn black churches again. He tried to invoke fear to try to entrap us. No matter who you vote for, these people still going to burn our churches down. They still going to disrespect us. They'll never respect us because we don't respect ourselves. It's hard to respect people that don't have an identity or don't have a direction. Who would respect? Who respects a whore? Who walks up to a whore and call her ma'am or missus? Hey, hoe, you tricking? That's how you talk to a whore. Why would these people respect you when you dress like an idiot and look like a fool and you mimic all the behaviors of animals and you asking these people to give you equal rights? You don't even display that behavior. For all of you diehard Democrat, Brother Bobby sent me a picture up in North Carolina for their convention. These people have sat here, Democrat for blacks. These the same people I told y'all years ago kept Georgia enslaved. They held Georgia for 78 years. Lester, Pig Handler, Maddox. Ain't that his name, Mother? You remember why they called him Pig Handler? Because he could pick cotton. Lester Maddox had a stick, axe handler, and he ran black people out of his restaurant down the street. They had newspaper. Look it up when y'all get home. Make sure I ain't lying. Chasing your black behind down the street. And you know what party he was? He was a Democrat. These people have dogged us, maimed us, shot us with water hoses, and put German shepherds on us, and we still didn't turn to God. We got the vote, and we've gone where? Nowhere. We're in worse shape than we ever been. They can still beat us, seize us, take us down, and arrest us with no proper paperwork or no due diligence. Their courts are kangaroo courts. How you going to get a jury of my peers and everybody on the jury got 1, 2, and I'm sitting here with all 32? How you going to get a jury of my peers and we don't make the same amount of money, nor do we live in the same neighborhood? Then you're not actually my peer. That makes absolutely no sense. But you bought into the hype that they set up whoever they want and do whatever they want to do to us. You know, they just put in North Carolina under National Guard protection, North Carolina State Patrol, all their city police put here a wagon. Right here in downtown Charlotte, where they got the convention. Do y'all know what was on the wagon? Mannequins. Black mannequin with ropes around their neck. With a stupid, dumb, black, retarded police standing there. How did they get that there? I wonder could I roll one in there with some white babies on there, with some mannequin, with some rope around. You think they'll let me take them in there? Cause of freedom of speech, freedom of expression? They law, their statutes work for them. They don't work for you. And their laws and their statutes were so right, they wouldn't have all these crooked attorneys to help them get them off. They do whatever they want, whenever they want. In 2012, with a black man as president, and he is the most dumbest, retarded person I ever seen. He ain't got sense enough to realize it's got to be a trick that you sitting here. You don't even have a permanent right to vote. Do you actually think these white people let you make decisions? He's just a face, baby. He's a puppet. If you could pull his pants down, you'll see the white hand that go in his behind that control his mouth. He said what they tell him to say, and that they get that. So you'll see the puppet. You can put your finger and move their hands and their arm. Look at if you can look up his behind, you'll see where the white hand goes into his arm and hand and make him sign paperwork. if you notice, he had nothing to say about you except for black man, you need to get in your home and raise your children. I will assume by that statement that there are no single parent white women. He said what they want him to say, just like Bill Cosby did. Gave you Fat Albert, worst speaking kids you ever seen in your life, but he got rich off of her. Albert, dabba, dooba, 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 albert, fabba, albert. One got a mask on, ain't even got a proper skull cap. Come over here, eye and over his nose. Made a fool out. They lived and played in a junkyard, and then he ridiculed us while they sent him on a national stage and let him tell black people what we need to do and fix our home. I was impressed. I don't know about y'all. Because we need people with money to come back and talk to us and give it to us hard and tell us straight the way he did. Only problem I got, I would have liked to address the issue of his daughter that attended Spelman College in Atlanta who was smoking dope. See, I don't have no problem with telling me about what my kids need to do. Just tell me about how you messed up. Explain to me how your daughter managed to come to Spelman College and smoke drugs. Explain to me why they put you on Jet Magazine because you gave Spelman $28 million. And it wasn't because you were supporting her, because you tried to get this dumb crackhead daughter of yours who was hoeing down here and try to get her a simple degree at a HBCU. Explain to me how Enos was killed on the side of a road purchasing a Caucasian prostitute. But he went back to school and he beat dyslexia. He couldn't even sit around here and get past buying a whore. But you're going to come back and tell us on what we need to do with our children and how we need to rear our children? Explain to me how your other daughter was incarcerated by you because she she tried to blackmail because you never supported her, whose mother you raped at one of your parties with your wife there. That's exactly what I need is another black hypocrite to come tell me about how to raise my kids. How do you rape a woman at your house with your wife and guests there? Get a baby and never take care of it. And you're going to tell me I need to get back in my home. I need to do what now, nigga? This is the lowest form of being a nigga. You rape somebody? As long as y'all impressed with it. I don't watch the Cosby Show. I'm not impressed. Felicia Rashad, a crackhead, I'm not impressed. A woman dumb enough to marry a man that'll marry some other women and you got to be a second wife to him while he in there with another wife, I'm not impressed with your stupidity. Maybe the rest of the people are in white America. I find it insulting. I find it insulting that black women even look at these people and try to put them on a pedestal and even try to mimic these people. Only people we need to mimic, white, black, Asian, whoever, Hispanic, whatever your nationality or ethnic group is, we need to mimic the Lord. All these people have failed us. From the gay preacher, from raping and molesting kids, all these people, hypocrisy. Every one of them, nothing but a hypocrite. There's no standard being set. I come out straight, no chaser. I tell y'all, I smoked drugs. I did all kind of stuff that was against God. That's not my behavior anymore. I teach people against it. It's wrong. I teach you to get in your home and do what you're supposed to do because the Lord commanded for every one of us or you're going to burn in hell. Nobody pulling those strings and ain't no hand puppet, ain't nobody hand in my behind to make me say nothing. I give it to you straight and ain't going to make no excuses to you. There's no excuse for a woman not to be in her home and be a mother to her children. You made one mistake, two mistakes, three mistakes, don't make four. Ain't no use of you laying on your back sitting around and want the system to pay for you. I don't think it's my responsibility. I didn't open your legs, I didn't take your drawers off, and I shouldn't have to pay for your foolishness. Let's just keep it real, straight, no chaser. You made decisions, you need to stand, you need to be responsible for them. Don't keep talking about what the white man doing. At some point, you got to start taking some responsibility for yourself. Now, he can take some responsibility for some of the lies he told, for some of the history he taught us, and how he misinterpreted the Bible at the point of education where we at now, and the sense we got. Ain't no use to keep blaming everything on someone. You just got to say you willingly just stupid. Y'all hear me? Yes, we don't own the planes and the ships that bring the drugs in, but ain't no excuse for my son on the corner selling it for him. At some point, let's start taking some responsibility. Get back in your home and clean up your own neighborhood. Learn how to rear your children. I ain't gonna never have to call the police on my kid. It ain't gonna happen. I will beat the living brakes off of them. It'll never happen. I ain't gonna never have to call no police to restrain my children. I'm gonna need the police. I'm an insufficient father. I'm going to reel my kid. I ain't going to have to never call no Bryson Dawson. Where they at? Where they at? Let me be clear. I never had to call the police to hold your son. How much you weigh? 240 what? 6 what? Size 16 shoe? Double X glove? And where your brother at? What you weigh? 219 in your dream. 230 something, 6'2"? I guarantee you it'll never happen. On my worst day and their best day, it'll never happen. I'll lay on the ground, let them get on top of me. Some kind of way I get up. I'll rise. It'll be just like Jesus. It's not possible that I could be holding to them. It was just like death. It was no way death could hold him. It no anywhere them two boys could hold me down. They don't have the spirit. They don't have the good. They ain't got the. I got drive. Y'all laughing. I have drive. I had one time, I had two guys that lived with me, and they decided they wanted to try me. They had jumped on top of me. I just let them just deal with what they were doing. They were just going. All of a sudden, they started getting less and less on their legs. They started taking breaks. By that time, I hit the first one in the groin and the second one. When I rolled them and I put them in there, I stomped a mud hole in them. I got drive. I can come back. Make no mistake, I'll kill them. They kids. It made no sense. I'll never call the police. I don't know where y'all get this mentality from. These people never so come and correct our kid, teach our kid now. You are responsible. The Bible says, and ye father, provoke not your children wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and the admonition of the Lord. Two people they need to always know going to kill them beside the police. Me and the Lord. We'll kill you. Your days will get short. I'm going to reel my kid. I don't have to abuse them. I don't have to go put the pistol by their head at night and they go to sleep. Just feel my words. Just feel my words and just know it's not going to be profitable. I don't know what y'all pulling, where y'all getting all that cute rearing y'all getting from these people like these magazines and all these TV shows. Y'all better learn how to whoop these kids behind. So when they all go to jail, it's going to be best I go to jail than you sit in here and you're going to beat on me. You ain't going to never curse me. You ain't going to never fight me. Me and my boys will fight only one time in life. At that point, get ready to meet your maker. I will never sit around in my house and fight my kids and leave them there. I don't know where y'all get this retarded stuff from. He lost it. He lost his life. I would go get me some hair tonic, put it all around the side, and I'd be sitting on the sidewalk waiting on the police when they pull up. With some bath salt in one hand and crack pipe in the other. So them niggas were crazy, I went crazy too. I don't know where y'all get this stuff from. You supposed to rule your home. I don't know. It was a time we never had no foolishness like this we got now. These kids have no fear. They tell, they direct, they order us. I don't know where y'all getting this stuff from. My kids don't tell me nothing. You ain't going to never direct me to do nothing. You get your teeth knocked out your mouth. I take you to the dinner. I put another set in, and I knock them out your mouth. I don't know where y'all getting this stuff from. Be like, I don't want to hurt my children. Get what? I want my children to know that. I don't want to hurt you, but I will. Because the first time you raise your voice at me, first time you put your hand in my face, like Mad Dog did to George on TV, I said, I ain't going to ask Mad Dog to do nothing. I'm finna put a call on that dog. I catch them talking back to my wife, put their hand on my wife, I'll hunt you down. Bryce, where you at? You look at me? I'll hunt you down. I might be 177 years old like Joe Louis, on a walker. I will hunt you down. I'll hunt her down like a mangy dog. I'll suck the air. If you would die, I'll suck the last little bit of air. I'll hold you, I'll suck the air out your mouth. It'll never happen. Hit my wife, cuss my wife, y'all, all right. I like the Lord, the word that gone forth out of my mouth, it ain't gonna return back void. Don't make me do it. I'll never sit around and let no child rule me. You're a child, and a child gonna always do that wrong. Gonna say, you don't stand the child play. Best thing you could do, you get enough hair around your lip, enough mustard on your arm, and stank between your legs, get you a place to go. Whatever you do, get you a place to go, because I don't want to hurt you. I'm talking about hospitalization. If you didn't die, the doctor said, you done there like they left him. And I'm telling you now, they're going to have me strapped up. And I'm going to have that mask on like Hannibal Lecter. Clarice, can you hear the lambs crying? There don't nobody the silence of the lamb. I'll come get you, boy. Man, I'll cut your face off you, man. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know where y'all get this stuff from. They crazy, I'm crazier. I don't know where y'all get this stuff from. A child needs to stay in a child's place. A child never get to no place where you go and you start correcting your parent. They don't never tell you what to do. I don't care. He just a child. If he got enough sense to disobey what he said, he got enough sense to roll across that floor and slap into 5 of these pews. How I wind up rolling down here and slapping 5 pews? That's where your sins took you to. Because when your sins get outside the line of what I tell you to do, I'm going to bust your behind. Are we all good? I know some of them, they tell you them switch. I'm belt style. I'm like Bruce Lee, I want a black belt. I'll stain your behind up. Every time I beat your behind so good, you be scared of a cow. I ain't gonna use no pleather belt and break and tear up my hand. I'm swinging, I'm going, man, I'm digging for mud. I beat your behind, I want mud in your drawers. Y'all, I'm going for mud. You ask a miner what he digging for? He going for gold, I'm going for mud. Don't play with me. I don't play that foolishness. I can help y'all young parents out now. Look at them boy, bigger than fella done got. No. On their best day and my worst day, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Keep a child in a child place. And you know what you might look and say that's kind of cruel. They could take it to defects and show it to them. That's on them. I guarantee when I get out of jail, you ain't going to be staying there. You ain't going to be telling, yeah, nigga, you on probation. I just lost my probation. Trying to tell you, I'd rather be locked up than have you in my house. And you know why I'd rather beat them and I'd rather take them out? Because what I don't want to do, like a lot of these black parents done, I don't want my kids to come out here and be the victimizer of one of you. I don't never want you to shame my home. I'll be honest with you, I'd rather kick you than let you go out here and rape somebody, knock some old woman out and shot somebody behind the counter for $15 on the register. Out here smoking drugs, selling dope, killing people. All race and creed and color. I'd rather take you out my done self. Have you sitting here, me and my wife in fear in our house. It'll never happen. I'll never be in fear of my house, of my kids. You start beating them behind real good when they small, so when you get up, you'll know the whippings get less. Because they remember, just like we had to do, we go back and we can reflect over the days when the Lord chastised us. I'd rather beat them for some good, clean, white police officer gun them down. Somebody was just telling me about some robbery happened in a restaurant, and one of the employees ran out trying to get away. Police shot him. Well, y'all know who they going to blame. The people that robbed the store. Because had they not robbed the store, I would have never shot this unarmed man running out with the doing uniform on, or the company that we're coming here trying to rescue. What about a weapon? So when you got a black face, it's always an excuse for shooting you and killing you. They glad to get your kids and put them in and they can beat on them, but you can't whip them. I'll be the one that whip them, because I guarantee you when I beat them, they're going to be out of love. I'm going to know when to kill them. They call me and my wife, nigga, put my hand in their face like him, steal something that belong out of my house. You need to die. See, they're going to shoot you at the wrong time. I shoot you, it's going to be right. You ain't going to never steal from me. I'm going to tell you everybody, Bryce, Austin, and Natalie, I put money down. Brother Joshua came to my house. You remember that one you put $3 down on the coffee table? That been what, over a month, whatever. You know where that $3 at? It's sitting right on that car. If you lift that thing up on top of the coffee table, the $3 in there, them kids stuck it right there. They don't pick that money up. They wear clothes, $1 come out of there. That's where it better stay. I'll claim that dollar after time. It's my dollar. All is dying. Like Jesus, all is dying. I don't play that. Let me tell you something now. I don't play it. I appreciate my kid. I don't play that stuff. Because you steal from me, you ain't going to be able to stay there no more. I can't sleep in there with no thief. I can't have you taken from me. It can't happen. You going to take from the one that's going to feed and clothe you? Nigga, you need to hit the street. I like folks that treat you like they say a nigga in the street. You need to get out of my house. They got a good home. You ain't getting me and my wife. You remember when me and my wife molested y'all? Exactly. So y'all better act like it. Because I'll molest you to death with that belt. I'm digging. I'm taking now. I'm going for that Brown Town. I'm trying to get it out you. They had a song, you won't you take me to Funky Town. I'm taking my belt to Brown Town. But you going to leave a mess trail from here on, I don't know, Kalamazoo, Michigan. And y'all parents, get in here and be parents. These kids want to keep somewhere to stay. These kids don't want you to crack their back and break their neck. All they got to do is say, well, like the Lord told, just obey my laws and my statutes. If they're unreasonable, let's sit down and reason together. What I'm asking you to do unreasonable. Keep your room clean. Don't take that don't belong to you. Just obey what me and my wife tell you. Don't jump up in our face. Don't put your hand in our face. Don't put your hands on us. Whatever you do, don't cuss us. We asking for anything unreasonable. We're going to make sure you eat, make sure you're clothed, try to get you where you need to go. We're going to get some health benefits on you. If you can't work with that, then we're going to need to part ways. I just rather you just give them, just tell me, say, listen, I'm going to just need to leave. I can respect you. I'm going to give you a handshake. See you. See you. If I don't see you to 985 years from now, it'll be too soon. You probably say, man, I just seen it. It'll be like at 985 years. I wouldn't plan on seeing you no more. Because you ain't going to be in and out my house. We ain't going to do that. I need another key. You ain't getting another key. You lose that key, you want for you to be him. You lose that key because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't meant to live here. Keep going. I can tell you to break it. I was an awful teenager at point, not cussing my mom and dad. I made a lot of bad mistakes and wound up going to jail 7 times. You know what part of the problem was? And it's out of her love. Mama would do whatever it take to get you out. Henry Grady's theory was, leave that nigga in there. I mean, the first time I got arrested, my dad was out of town. My mama hurried up and got me out before he got home. Because that fella would have burned the jail down and made sure I just stayed there. I mean, you know me, I hated him because I felt like that was crazy. Why would you leave your child? Now he looked this. I didn't put you there. I came out of home and stood the window and said, with 2 parents, I never had no reason to have to steal. I never had no reason to have to go out and rob nobody. I didn't have no reason to have to sell no dope. I did all these things because I looked at other people. They did it. They came out of single parent home. I hung with them, and I took on their nature. Mother being the mother she is, she going to run. She going to try to get her baby out because she ain't want nothing to happen to her baby. If her baby didn't want nothing to happen to her baby wouldn't do things to put herself down. Her baby would stay out of jail. You know when I started listening my time of going to jail? When it started costing me money. So when there's other folk money, your kid will run you forever. I told mine, I ain't going to hawk nothing for you. I ain't going to no pawn shop. I ain't digging up nothing. You better done show be innocent. You better have R. Kelly mama down with the police watching to verify that you didn't do it. I'm going to need some. I ain't putting no money behind no criminal. My kid, I tell you, I'm just being not these kids in church. I know ain't none of us in here molesting these kids. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world you got no business doing nothing stupid. I tell you, but some of them going to take some paths. They're going to make some decisions. And the quickest way for them to learn, let you sit there and you work that one out. Because you ain't going to do it on my dollar. I'm not going to bail you out and you on bond and you get locked up again. Ain't nobody coming and telling me they need to get my house. You on the run. Because now I'm going to really have to shoot you. Now I'm going to be riding out the street with my pistol out the woman. Everybody look like I'm going to shoot them. And they'll be calling me the Kanye sniper. Y'all laughing around. I ain't going to be playing that fool. You ain't going to be on no run. My house ain't no hawk. I ain't punting nothing. Everything I got to punt is for me and my wife down the road when Social Security don't kick in. Isn't that right? Y'all good? I'm telling y'all the truth now. These kids will have your behind running, and you'll be running behind, and they'll scuffle you out. I had some cousins. Them dope heads, they dad and mama gave them air. I had an uncle, ran behind their done retarded son. This nigga done went here and set a count up at the store where his son steal. When his son steal from the store, just call him, and he'll pay the bill. Now, what you think? You think they helped this son out? Shoot, one day business was slow. That man called my uncle and told his son had stole. Only problem was my cousin was out of town. He got mad with the man. I said, you shouldn't. You should have never set no deal up with him. You going to set a deal up with me whenever your son comes steal. You know I'm going to put some extra. He walk in the store and steal. He called my uncle come pay the bill. Him and his wife both dead. You know where he at? Locked up. They ain't even let their mom and daddy get in the ground before they pawned everything they had. Pawned their mama hospital shoe. Some dope dealer bought 1 punch bowl cup. I wish I could have found it back there. I could have been a millionaire. I took all kind of stuff, but not a punch bowl cup. Them old hospital white shoes. Mama ain't even in the ground them pawned her clothes. Dad, listen, all the furniture gone. They were sleeping on the floor. Dad left my house 6 months to pay it off. They gave it to a dope dealer. They smoking. He gave them credit. He took the house from them. Mom and daddy gone and dead. Them boys still out of jail. You ain't going to change these folks from running behind them. The best thing you can do with them, especially, I told my wife, them boys kill somebody, they steal something, shut your mouth. Don't bother me because I'll put you out of here. You ain't going to worry me to death. I done been through it. I've been there. I know the game. You leave them where they are and they realize you don't come get them. Then they got some choices to make. You got to be able to say, I'm down for my crown. I'm ready to stay in here forever. This is my life. Or you going to say, I ain't doing this fools no more. They won't come get me. You know what attorney think about when he see old stupid mama come up there? Look, I'm going to take her for everything she got. She going to borrow. She going to do whatever. She going to go to her job, get money. She going to call Rel and get money. And he going to suck you for every dollar. Every hearing going to cost you. Every arraignment going to cost you. They suck you. A lawyer has no sympathy for a criminal. You're a criminal. He getting paid, the DA getting paid, and the judge getting paid. And you just a flunky fool that going to dig up, steal, and pawn to try to pay him. They just see you as a cash cow. I've been there. I've done that game. They will use you and they will lie to you. Don't be stupid, folks. And please come to this church and ask for some money to get your child out of jail. I would get somebody to smoke a crack in and get your child more time. I ain't better no criminal out of jail. We're not doing it. The best way to learn now, and these kids in here, y'all got enough experience from a lot of us that have done time and different things, and I told y'all the junk you trying to do ain't new. We thought it was new when we were doing it. And the junk was old. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to let y'all go. Every new crime these people so-called get, by the time your black behind learn about it, white folks have already done it, learned it, perfected it, told it, got caught for it, got out of it. You got it, it's new because you just found out about it. It's old, they already know about it, and they busting everybody that do it. And now you finna go to jail. Don't be stupid. I've seen all these scams and stuff people come up. White folks get it first, already get it, make their money, get out of it. When you get it, it's too late. It's too late. There's nothing you doing that's new. They ain't already. A 2.3 or 3.5 interest rate, baby, they were getting that in the 60s. A 10-year loan, whites were getting those in the 60s and the 70s. Blacks only were offered 30 years at 13.5% interest rate, 15% interest rate. They've always gotten these new loans they come out with. That ain't nothing new to white people. It's new to you, baby. Negotiate a loan. You see no confidence. White people have been doing this since the 60s. You still, go check your grandmama and your granddaddy. They're still alive. Go look at how much they pay for an insurance policy of $5,000 and $3,000. They pay what rate you getting now for $200,000. American General, all these hypocrites, they have beat blacks for years. They sold us insurance policies and beat us based off our zip code, based off our social security number, and based off of our race. This is stuff you hadn't learned. Help me out. These folks don't even realize these folks have been beating us for years. These older black people down with $1,500 insurance policy. Years ago, the white insurance asked you to pick your money up. Some of y'all too young to remember. They walked in your house, it was open. Help me out. They didn't even knock. They just walk in your house. If your house want me out the street, they just walked in. And they collect the money. Mom and daddy hide. Get you go tell them I ain't him. Man, ride the block and come back. Man, chase you down like he was the IRS. Get that policy money and beat us. And the coverage is nothing. They beat us and gave us nothing for years. And now we think we got some break. These people owe us. These people made us sit around and tell them how many jelly beans in a jar to get a vote. What does jelly beans in a jar have to do with a right to vote? Made us take literacy tests, and the people gave us the test was so stupid they couldn't pass it. Nor did they know the count of how many jelly beans were inside of the jar. We jumped through every hoop these people have given us. The reason why you don't have jobs is simply because you're not educated. It's not because of your color. See, because when I look at you and I see you, I don't see color. I see another human being. And you bought the lie. You got the student loan and the debt. You've gotten the paperwork and you marched. And now you need to realize I won't hire you. You just don't have experience. If you get some experience and come back, though, I'll hire you. Exactly how is that supposed to happen? when you don't get the opportunity to work. Every lie he given us, everything he told us, we ran and we jumped through hoops to do it, to try to compete and satisfy these people. And nothing has ever worked. If he's got a sport, we perfect it. He got a ball, we can dribble it, take it around our back, we can knock it in a hole, dunk it, shoot it, run with it. Anything he got, we can do it. Still, it's not enough to impress our slave master. When are we going to ever wake up and stop being stupid and start trying to impress the Most High God? When are we ever going to get to that point? Get back to rearing our children and taking care of our home as we did before. Stop trying to be so business and career oriented that we lost focus on how to raise our home. You know, a lot of things that didn't happen. Yes, we always had, as people of color, molesters in our families, but it was rare. Now we take on the same behavior. We take on the same behavior and the same traits. We just, anything we see, they're successful, we mimic them to be like them. All of y'all with these student loans or these great amounts you got, I just came by to give you some new news they're looking to do to you, baby. What trick they got for you now, you won't be getting Social Security. They plan on taking your Social Security to get their student loan money back. Barack Obama is fighting to make sure you keep getting student loans. And you ought to thank that black nigga for that. Because all you got to do is keep getting more debt. You already ain't making it off what you get. Now when you retire, you get less than what you were making, and now they're going to take that from you. See, he got you. You've been a good little monkey. The whole time while he been you know what? They look at the monkey jumped down with his collar, he down. You can't go over so far. Y'all remember that years ago, man sitting there with you know what he doing? He just sitting there chilling. You like, you so cute, monkey. Here you go. That monkey get that and look like that white man and jump back up on that and give him the money. He just sit there and just keep spending. Keep going, nigga. Keep jumping down. But you know he put a collar because he already know what you do. You'll run away. He know that. What you think how you take that collar off that monkey? That monkey dance and ran around and do that. No, wade away. Took off. He ain't crazy. Monkey done got that cardboard, started spinning around and realized he done got a little distance away from the slave master, took off. So he put a collar. Dance right here, nigga. Nobody come get a man the money, do they? They get the money to the monkey entertainer, the monkey take the money, he jump back up and he give it to the white man. He just keep just spinning the organ grinder. Let you do what you do. You get through on his field, when you get through on his court, when you get through rapping, when you get through singing for them man, you get off his stage, guess what? Take your money, monkey, and give it right back to your master. Y'all all right today? When are we ever going to wake up and start thinking? When are we ever going to wake up and become a proud people, as we should according to the word? With no identity, it really looks like I'm your enemy. But every other race does self-preservation. Even the Mexicans that come over here, they make sure they celebrate Cinco de Mayo. I can't celebrate nothing from Africa or Jerusalem over here. They'll mark me as a terrorist. Everybody can come over here and do something that can commemorate their people, their foundation, or their people when they got started, or something that they took, or something that they accomplished, except us. Everything we celebrate, it enables him. 4th of July. What did that have to do with you? Absolutely nothing. The Revolutionary War. Exactly what did that have to do to you? Do you know how a white man look at you when you went around and tell him about your founding fathers? George Washington. You really entertaining. You entertain so much, you bought the lie. And he just look at you and say, the psychology actually works. You bought into the psyche. You bought into the hype that you're actually a part of these people that are part of this country when these people don't even acknowledge you. You have no right. That's why he wouldn't go to no Democratic convention and roll no wagon out there with no Mexicans on it, with no signs on them saying cross the border. Because the Mexican got pride in themselves, even though they come here what they call illegally. Although they have no visa, they still will have a right to jump up and try to represent themselves and defend themselves about their accusation. Everybody except you, nigga. You get mad about that, done. I want you to get mad enough that you'll stand up and stop living like one. Stop letting the word bother you and start letting the behavior bother you. They look at me, I wish he wasn't you the way. I wish you wouldn't act like one. I really wish you wouldn't act like one. I wish you would take pride in yourself to realize you got an inheritance that everybody got to come through and get. Your struggle is known all over the world. But you're a joke at the same time. They'll jump, they'll run and help any oppressed people but you. Go ask the 300,000 killed in Rwanda. That was set up by the French. I think it's a nasty language. I don't want to speak nothing of my oppressor. We need to learn something even other than English to get away from it. These people oppressed us with these languages. They walked in and listen, education has been the worst destruction of us that ever happened. We so smart now, we look down on each other. We learned it from his books. He taught us how to write and how to speak. He done all these things and we've gotten so smart, we don't even fear God. They managed to walk into a free people in Rwanda, take the light-skinned people and put them against the dark-skinned people and let them rule. Turn around and leave the country and let the dark-skinned rule over the light-skinned. What you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? What did you actually think? And they sat back and say, don't put that on us. Them niggas fight. Why them niggas fighting? Why are they fighting? You hadn't asked yourself that. You hadn't even been bothered with the reality of, you do know they still fighting in Rwanda. But they made a movie with Don Cheadle and looked like they got out. Did they get out or they showed you him and his family leaving? See, they teach you and show you a movie you too dumb to catch on. Did they show you that those people got out of there or did they show you him and his family got out of there? And you thought when it said the end, that was the end of their struggle. When are you going to stop thinking like a nigga? When are you going to stop thinking like a nigga? When are you going to sit down and start questioning things that people tell you and start looking for facts and not fiction? Stop buying the Cinderella story. Or stop sitting around buying the story of a done Rumpelstiltskin that could spin straw in the silver, the gold. If it did, you think you know about it? They giving us every idol god they can find. And we bought it. We bought right into their fixation. And nobody want to buy into reality. This is called race baiting and hate what I'm teaching. What is it called when other nationalities sit down and they try to recognize? If you go to China, if you go to New York, they got a little Chinatown. You can go out there where you'll find Jamaica. What you got? The ghetto. The projects. Is that racist because Chinese go to New York and it's not in China and they build Chinatown? And they set it up just like their home place. Is that racist when Italians move in New York and they got Little Italy? That's got to be racism, isn't it? And they mimic it right after their hometown, even though they don't live in Italy, they live here. So you come here and you start to mimic your nationality, your race, your history, which are Jews and Hebrews. So y'all don't want to be American now. Do they tell the Italians, do they tell the Asians that? Do they tell the Haitians that they build a little Haiti down in Miami? Only you. The Jamaicans, the Haitians, all these black people in the island, that's not where you originated from. Our Bible clearly tells us we were dispersed on those places when they put us out. But all those people sat there and squatted. They done took that, and that's where they started from. We're the only people these folks can come along and make a fool out of. And the Bible showed reference to where we got here and how we got on ships, sold as slaves. We know where we come from the book, and we sat here and we bought the hype of everything these people giving us. And when we stand up to acknowledge and know who we are and say we don't go along with our oppressor doing us wrong, you know y'all wrong for that. So you're against the country. Just like the miners. 12 miners are being tried in South Africa. You know why they're being tried? They guilty. Because they protested against unfair wages and the danger of working in the mine. They wanted to raise. Police came, shot 150 of the protesters. Guess who's being charged for it? The 12 that protested. It's only natural. Them niggas the reason the other ones got shot. You saw they programmed your mind now to keep you from becoming unified. 12 minors are going to jail and being prosecuted for the killing of 150 other protesters. Because of their protesting, the police were forced to shoot 150 of them. Now, I don't know about the rest of y'all. I call it American justice. What did you expect? All we get is disrespect everywhere we go. And simply because we haven't learned how to stand up. I don't trust British. I'm not trusting these people whatsoever. They are part of our oppression. These folks have come along with the French, along with the Italian. They have dominated Jerusalem. They've dominated. They occupy all of Africa, and they've enslaved innocent people. These folks have took over the Congos. They took workers that didn't work fast enough, and they maimed them. Nobody talk about that. Let's talk about the Holocaust, where Hitler put 5 million white people in concentration camp. But let's not talk about the 25 million of blacks in the Congo that were killed by the French. Where my wall at? Why I don't get a wall? And they get a wall built over here. Did Hitler imprison them in America? How did they get a wall over here? Where my wall at? See, you've been a nigga so long, they can do anything in front of you. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to still vote. You're going to still buy Newport cigarettes. You're going to still buy malt liquor beer. The very thing that they tell you publicly and acknowledge. Yes, we will admit we have been guilty of putting more nicotine in your cigarette. What a nigga going to do? Newport my smoke. Yes, we will come out and admit we do put a higher volume of alcohol in malt liquor beer. What a nigga? Give me an 8-ball. Get a rapper, drop down, show you hit draw with the Duke staying in the back, and you keep drinking malt liquor. And you get hot at me because I said, nigga, I'm hot at you for living like a nigga and thinking like a nigga. Do you know how dangerous your mind had to be and how programmed you got to be when somebody can admit these facts and you still go and purchase them? These cigarettes were set up and deemed for one race of people to keep you from multiplying. This alcohol was set up and was to drive you. See, the system worked like that. I'm going to try to let y'all go. I do apologize. I had to go my soapbox. It has appeared. First of all, I got a system that's set up so great. First of all, I will allow the black woman to become more educated than the black man and give her more opportunities than the black man. She will get a job quicker, and she will work to make more money than you will make. Now, when you try to come and pull this little nigga philosophy you got from the Bible about the husband running the wife, telling the wife what to do, she's going to look, does this actually make sense when you make less money than me? Now, you got your man pride, nigga, and you got your rap music. So now you not finna, let her talk, you need to get you a grant. You need to go get you some beer. And you not going to get no good, clean, low alcohol beer like no Miller Lite that whites get. You going to get you something with a bull busting through a wall. A tiger jumping through a window. Now what you think this going to do to a nigga? I'm sitting here drinking something and a bull jumping through the wall on the can. I got a tiger that died through the window like this. And I'm going to put this in with my lack of education, lack of self-control, no dignity, no self-respect, no identity. And I'm going to go back and see this black woman who think that she's somebody and she ain't nothing and she kissing a white man behind because she make a little more dollar than me, and I'm going to kill her. And he said, mission accomplished. Now, you can't actually blame me. It's not like I walked in Winston home and took him and opened Winston's mouth, poured the beer down his throat, made him become intoxicated, put him over here and pushed him into her and put the gun in Winston's hand. All I did was provided the tools. I provided him 12 years of an educational system that was never designed to educate Winston. It was designed to socially promote him. The classrooms are full. The white teachers already been instructed. Pass the nigga along because he can run a ball. He can dribble. Now, we ain't got time. We look at the state championship. We get more championship. We get more support. More people come to school, raise money, concession stand, make money. Or we going to sit here and we going to worry about Winston. What are we going to do? Winston is one individual. We got a program here that's working. We got prisons that we built. What do you think Winston's going to do when he leaves school with no education? Can't spell, can't read, can't pronunciate. Has no identity, has no self-confidence. What is Winston going to do? He going to do what we programmed him to do. Get him something to drink. Get him something to smoke. Listen to some music that's going to empower his mind to tell him it's the black woman. She thinks she's too good for a nigga. And he got to show her that he a real nigga. And a real nigga go to jail. Just think about it. Now, when they sat back with their hands so innocent, and they said, you can't blame me because of Winston's poor choices. But Winston comes out, I'm just using how he comes out of a home where the parents don't have a high school diploma. They worked and struggled to try to make ends meet. Who got time to sit down and check Winston's grade? If Winston was really messing up, wouldn't the school call me and tell me? Wouldn't they call and let me know that Winston was failing and Winston not keeping up? And he couldn't be playing football or basketball if he wasn't eligible, could he? It's about their program. I made money off of Winston from the day he was born, from his birth certificate. I borrowed money from other countries. George Washington did it with the King of Morocco. He told him, I have a fresh new country here that we build and we establish. What I need is financing. I have the labor. The King of Morocco, as any good banker would, what's your collateral? Winston's birth certificate. See his number? 255-09715. I have a loan that I've taken out on a nigga. Wow, y'all look amazed. You do know American General Insurance did insure slaves. Wow. What happened? Jaheed, that nigga wasn't working. Nigga kept running while I cut his foot off. He got sick. You know I'm not going to take that nigga no doctor. I let the other niggas fix on him. And them niggas don't know nothing about medicine. He died. But thank the Lord. Ain't he good? When I tell y'all, church, the Lord is good, I'm telling you, the Lord is good. I had some insurance on Jaheed that paid me when he died. So, see, I got a profit either way it go. I got a profit when he worked in the field. I got a profit when he didn't, and he made me kill him. You didn't know this, did you? I must apologize for not going to college and getting a degree and being able to express myself a little better or making this a little clear. Due to my lack of education, I'm sure this is beneath a lot of you sitting here today or watching in, but it's factual. You just hadn't checked it. After all, you got the game to watch. Remember your show, The Game? Girls shack up just for you, nigga. National TV. Show you somebody shacking up. Don't forget Martin and Gina. He's a successful radio show. Nigga ain't got a car. Cole, can you borrow your van from Big Shirley and take me somewhere? Boy, I always want to try to mimic somebody like that. They made a fool out of us for so many years. Nobody take the time out to sit down and tell us these things. You've been set up for failure. Listen, I don't care how bad the economy gets. He'll never stop building prisons. He got a system that works so good. He imprisoned you and put you in jail and let you manufacture and make things. See, that's why they privatize in prisons. Now, with the privatization of prison, people that walked out of here, they set them up before they retired because they already know what they set them up to do. Now, in order for these privatized prisons to work, since we're not controlling them and they're not state controlled now, we just oversee and give it to private companies. Private companies can come in and say, you know what? What we can really do to cut your costs down is we can get labor from these prisoners and we can make some money back and help the state out. You are genius. I'll work you for $1.15 a day. A day you might make me $1,500 to $2,500. It's all profit. It's all profit. These people making a fool, and you know the majority of the people that's going to be incarcerated? Us. Mexicans. And very few whites. Nobody taking time to tell us that. The system is working. From the time you were born, I borrowed money on your card, on your birth certificate. I put you in a failing, crippling system that was never designed to educate you. I made you put your heart and desire on success from being some great athlete. How many of us went to school from a child wanting to be a doctor, a surgeon, an attorney? Raise your hand. Those that did. Look around the room, the rest of them. Put that number versus the number that didn't raise our hand. How many boys in here, young or men now, want to be a professional football player, basketball player? Look at your demographics at this point. Look at your demographics. Put your hand out. Doctors, lawyers, raise your hand. Professional athlete and actors. Wow. Now, let's do this. How many made it? You see what I'm saying? 3 people. 3 people. You see how it's set up? Now, when you didn't complete this dream that you set up and you didn't make it, what was your other alternative? What's your other alternative? Due to your black skin. And then when you do get that secondary job, that wasn't even your secondary plan, your only hope, and it don't make you what you want, now what do? See, the program already worked. They programmed you without you even realizing you've been programmed. They lead you. You are basically working and operating in a maze. There's only one way out for you, and very few people find their way out. You know, they've tested this theory on mice before they tested it on you. A lot of the drugs, a lot of the psychic they used on you, they use these on rats. That's why they go and get monkeys and gorillas. It's a bigger thing behind calling you a monkey, baby. That's what they use to experiment on monkeys. After all, you look like a monkey. After all, you act like a monkey. So I tested all my theories on animals first. And since you show some barbaric traits, it's just easy to know you'll do the same thing. Do people take time to sit down and tell us this? Not at all. If I've lied to you, if I've mesmerized you to make a fool out of you, I said disregard everything I've told you. If I told you the truth and you know it's the truth, why don't you sit down and try to rethink your thought process. Try to look at what you need to do. What's our solution? What's our resolution? The word. Another black leader? Not at all. Another march? Another picket sign? Another ballot? Another candidate? Not at all. What else do we have besides the Lord, the Most High God? Besides him, as Yeshua told us at my close, without me, ye, get a Lord a hand clap. Let's stand.